Welcome, everyone. This morning's explainer comes straight from the Barefoot Morning Letter, and today we're diving into a topic that's literally right under our feet, barefoot walking.
Let's kick things off with a question I think we can all relate to. Why are we always so tired? I mean, yeah, we're busy, but is that really the whole story? Turns out there might be a much deeper reason.
Okay, so here's the big idea. Modern life has basically unplugged us from the earth. Think about it. Your body is like a smartphone that's constantly running apps, draining the battery, but you almost never plug it in to recharge. We live in these insulated houses, we walk around in rubber-soled shoes. All of this stuff blocks the natural energy we're meant to get from the ground. And that feeling of being totally drained? Well, that's the result.
So, what are the consequences? What actually happens to our bodies when we're living this unplugged life? It goes way beyond just feeling a little sleepy. The effects are honestly pretty widespread. We're talking chronic fatigue and just no energy. But it gets more serious. This disconnection can fuel widespread inflammation, which, as you probably know, is at the root of so many of our modern health problems. We're also looking at an increased risk of chronic illness, high blood pressure, high blood sugar, poor circulation, even a weakened immune system. It's a whole cascade of issues.
But here's the amazing part. What if there was a cure? A simple, totally free, and incredibly powerful cure that's literally right beneath our feet. The source material suggests the answer is all about reconnecting.
This is what's known as barefoot walking, or earthing, and the idea behind it is so beautifully simple. The earth is packed with this massive supply of what are called free electrons. When we take off our shoes and walk on the ground, our bodies soak them up. And these electrons, they're like nature's most powerful antioxidants. They go to work neutralizing all the nasty stuff in our bodies that causes inflammation and damages our cells. It's literally like plugging ourselves back into a natural power source.
This chart just lays it out so clearly. On the one side, you've got the disconnected body, high inflammation, blood that's sluggish and not flowing well, low energy, and cell damage. But look at the other side. Once you're connected, inflammation gets neutralized. Blood starts flowing smoothly, your energy levels go up, and your cells can finally start to repair themselves. It's a total transformation.
And this isn't just a vague idea, there's real data behind it. Get this. Research has shown that barefoot walking can increase the speed of your blood flow by an average of 2.68 times. 2.68. That is a huge boost to your body's ability to get oxygen and nutrients where they need to go.
Okay, so the science is cool, but what does this actually look like in real life? The stories from people who've tried this are pretty incredible.
Here's a quote from a pharmacist, someone who knows all about conventional medicine, right? They said, "My severe headaches, which drugs couldn't fix for months, began to fade on the very first day." Think about that. For months, nothing worked. Then, after just one day of this simple practice, they started to find a cure.
And it wasn't just her. Her husband, who's also a pharmacist, was dealing with severe varicose veins, a really painful and visible condition. After a year of consistently walking barefoot, they were almost completely cured. That's a dramatic, physical change.
So here's the crucial link between those stories and the science. It's all about our red blood cells. The electrons from the earth give our red blood cells a little extra electrical charge. And what does that do? It makes them repel each other, kind of like tiny magnets pushing each other away. So instead of clumping together and causing traffic jams in your veins, they flow freely and smoothly. That's where that incredible 2.68 times increase in blood flow comes from.
Now, the best part about all of this is how incredibly simple it is to get started. You don't need fancy equipment or anything, but there are a few really important things to keep in mind to do it safely.
Okay, first things first, start slow. Find a safe, natural surface like some soft grass, soil, or sand. Second, and this is a big one for safety, please make sure your tetanus vaccination is up to date. Super important. Third, you've got to be consistent. To really get the benefits, this needs to become a daily habit. And finally, a really crucial tip, especially for those of us in colder climates. In the winter, after you're done walking, you must wash your feet thoroughly and then apply a really generous amount of moisturizer. This is key to preventing your heels from cracking. Don't skip that step.
And you don't have to do this alone. There's a whole, vibrant, growing community of people who are discovering just how powerful this practice is.
This is a fantastic place to start. If you're on Naver Cafe, check out the Barefoot Walking National Movement headquarters. You can connect with thousands of other people, ask all your questions, share information and experiences. It's just a great way to stay motivated and learn even more.
And hey, if this explainer was helpful for you, it would mean the world to us if you'd support the channel. You know the drill. Subscribing, liking, and hitting that notification bell really helps us create more content like this and share this kind of valuable knowledge.
The evidence is pretty compelling, and the practice couldn't be simpler. The question is, are you ready to discover the cure that's been right beneath your feet this whole time? We really encourage you to just try it for yourself and feel the difference it can make. So go on, take off your shoes, step outside, and reconnect. Thanks so much for watching.